Hey, my name is Brittany, and I am the owner of Medusa Holistic. I am a holistic esthetician. I actually have my cosmetology license, but skin has always been something that truly amazes me, and I love ingredients and how they can interact with our skin, especially herbal ingredients and using kitchen ingredients from the earth. So I focus on using natural skincare within my holistic treatments. A lot of my clients have been asking me to do a Gua ShA tutorial, and this is a pretty long tutorial, so you know what, I'm going to kind of intermix a little bit of my backstory, a little bit of my history, along with what I'm doing at the same time, so you can kind of follow along and get a little bit, get to know me at the same time. So the oil that I put on my face is actually an oil that I made. It's called Restore Thmye, Thymye, and it's herbal focused. It has thyme, which is one of the most potent antioxidants that is available, and basically it's going to give you cell turnover. It also stimulates circulation, so you can use it as a scalp oil as well. It'll help with growing your hair because it's stimulating that blood flow, but I'm using that as my slip oil base. You always want to make sure that you're using some type of oil or even a toner because you want to have a little bit of slip on your skin while you're doing your Gua ShA. If you noticed, I kind of pressed on my collarbone a little bit, and that's right where our terminus is. So our lymphatic system is kind of like our trash. It's like a trash system of our body, but of liquids and toxins that need to be dispelled from the body via our armpits, sweating it out, detoxifying naturally. But the thing is, our lymphatic system only can move manually. So if we move it via massage, Gua ShA, working out, movement, bodily movement, then it will, move via the weight of gravity. But sometimes, it needs a little bit of assistance. So that's where facial massage or using facial tools can help to move that lymph. So you always want to start from the inside, working your way out, but you want to clear those passageways in your terminus first. Basically, you got to take out the trash before you can fill it out again, if that makes sense. So you clear the passageway first by your neck, and then you pump on your armpits like about 10 times just to make sure that everything is getting cleared out. So when you draw everything back down again, it has another space to collect. And then right when you're done, you're going to pump again and bring everything to your armpits once more. But as you can see, I'm just kind of focusing on my jawline first after I focused on my neck. And you start kind of like at an angle. It's funny, the way I described it to a client is I was putting up the screen on my door at my studio, the little film screen, so you can't see right in front of the door, and you have to like swipe it on with the credit card, like kind of so it sticks to the glass. And that's kind of what you're doing with the Gua ShA. You have to have it at an angle where it like slides, like a 45-degree angle, not where it's like completely vertical, but enough where you're getting maximum coverage with your Gua ShA tool. But going back to kind of my story, I worked at a regular salon as a hairstylist, and I was also waxing because I learned how to wax in school. And, fortunately, because of my boss, this is where I am today. He said if I wanted to learn how to do facials, and you're eager, fresh out of school. Yes, I wanted to learn how to do facials. So he sent me to skincare classes, and we were in a Veda salon. So I took some advanced skincare classes. And I think this is really the catalyst for my healing journey and the place where I'm at right now. Because if you've ever been to an Ayurveda salon, you know that if you know, you know, but they do practice Ayurveda, which is the healing that the body, mind, and spirit are all connected. And it's a holistic healing. And so during the facial classes, we learned about intentional touch. We learned about meditation, healing, the chakras, the meridian system. All of these things were incorporated into our class, and I was literally mind blown, and I felt like I was coming home to myself, and I was so intrigued, and I wanted to know everything. And we did a little meditation in class as a exercise, and I saw like a little purple light, and I was just, wow, this is what I want to do. And, you know, I was connecting with lots of people in the treatment room and experiencing synchronicities, which I know that what they are now, but back then I was just like, wow, this person knows what I'm talking about, or this person like recommended a book because they know exactly, you match yourself with other like frequencies, right? And they can help you along with your journey. But here I am now. I was at the salon for a minute, and then I moved to Guadalajara, Mexico with my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, and experienced living in a new country, which was amazing. We lived there for a couple years, and then I worked at a blow-dry bar, and I really used my experience for learning about ingredients, and that's kind of also what I really learned in my first job was going back to like ingredients, like grapeseed, you know, that has lots of antioxidants, and it also helps with wrinkles and anti-aging. If you think about a grape, it's like super smooth on the outside, right? No wrinkles. But when you suck out the hydration, like then it turns into a raisin. So grapeseed oil is going to be super hydrating. It's going to help to give you that anti-aging effect. So I was like always trying to think of ingredients as things that I know to help me relate and to help me remember. Then I became the shop educator, so I was teaching the new hires how to do the blowouts and also all the ingredients and the products, so that's where that really came into play. And then I was there for another minute, and then I became a mom, and then we moved to Chicago for about 3 years, and that was an experience in itself, and that's also really when my healing journey took off because I, had a little bit of extra time to focus on myself, and I was joining women's circles and moon circles and learning more about my astrology and all the things that I've totally been into, but I actually had a beat to actually learn about it and dive deeper. But here we are, a beat later again. And the reason I wanted to incorporate holistic facials is it kind of brought me back to where it all started. And then also it's encompassing all the healing that I've done and I continue to do. And also I love educating. It's no surprise that I was in an education role when I was at the dry bar, and when I was at my salon, I was educating my clients, and now I feel like I'm continuing educating my clients. If I learn something, you're going to learn about it. If I discover something, you're going to know about it too. And I love sharing information. I love making things easy to understand. I love making hard complexes or hard things that are complex, like skincare or ingredients, or, creating a skincare routine. I like to keep it simple and create something that's going to be tangible and easy for you to do, just like this routine. I know I didn't talk about it a lot. Hopefully you got some tips. Basically, you just start from the middle, work your way to the outside. You want to focus on the muscles. Your tension can be as light or as hard as you need it to be, depending on how tight your muscles are. A little redness is normal and it's okay. It's just bringing new blood flow to the surface. But I definitely encourage you taking a before and after picture because this is a 9-minute video and I did 9 minutes on each side. And so I spent about 20 minutes. Do I always spend 20 minutes? No, but I wanted to create this tutorial. But yes, I hope to, spend more time and just educate more. And if you're in the Phoenix, Scottsdale area, I encourage you to come for a holistic facial. But until the next time, thank you.